already informed you earlier that we are discussing about our family heroes, and this time it is our uncle Col Iqbal Singh and his beautiful wife. In year 1977, when my uncle was as a military attaché to Australia, Canberra, oh, I have to stand. I just have such a respect for this guy. The heroic act, what he and his fantastic wife did that time. She as a Punjabi chutney, and my uncle, amazing presence of mind, and his heroic act saved the family and saved the respect of Indian officials in Australia. Yeah. So before I say anything, let's listen to what Australian news and the journalist has to say.
February the 13th in 1978, a bomb planted in a rubbish bin exploded outside Sydney's Hilton Hotel, killing 3 people and shocking the nation. 2 garbage...
This cult called Amanda Marga placed a bomb in a bin outside the Hilton, intending to assassinate the then Prime Minister of India, Morarji Desai, who was staying at the hotel.
This journalist later on wrote also a book on this incident, or the different incidents happened during this period with the Indian High Commissioner, or during our Indian officials, or Indian Prime Minister who went to Australia also. And that book is known as The Hilton Bombing. Yes. In that you will find describe in whole all the information. But right now I will concentrate only on our uncle, what during the period, what he and his wife, how they handled the situation that time, and how they came. It is just unbelievable. Guys, let's listen to Australian news.
The following month, the military attaché at the Indian Embassy in Canberra, Col Iqbal Singh, was stabbed in the chest as he slept in bed next to his wife. He and his wife were kidnapped, though they managed to escape. This was front page news in the Sydney Morning Herald at the time, just as the Air India incident I mentioned was also prominently reported in the newspapers. The police charged members of Amanda Marga with both of these attacks. Colonel Singh's attacker was sent to jail for 3 years.
So folks, as we have heard now what happened and what this group was doing, why Col Iqbal and his wife, because they were very much popular in Canberra during that period, because they were not less than any Bollywood celebrity at that period in year 77. And as she was also a very beautiful auntie, my auntie was one of the, and she was doing a lot of social, promoting Indian cuisine and doing sari courses to Australian women, and she was very, very prominent. And naturally my uncle, he was a very prominent figure, and they were celebrities in the society. And this group naturally then aimed this couple, yes? And they broke into their house in the night, and can you imagine, they were sleeping and my uncle got stabbed 3-4 times. Imagine the situation, yes? At this time, I must say, the presence of mind of my uncle, because the children were sleeping, so they, instead of shouting or crying, he kept himself calm. There was no rush, no noise, so that children would wake up. That was very important. From very beginning, he was present. And this is what our Indian military and training of our army is. Compliment to our army people and military, yes? Now coming to the point, they took our uncle and our auntie both to the car and drove away. Now as kidnapper, they are telling him where to drive. My uncle noticed that they are taking him, it is night, early in the morning, 2 o'clock in the night, yes. that they're going out of the city, Canberra. So he decided, this is again his presence of mind. So he told his Punjabi white Jatani, my auntie, she's really brave girl, brave auntie, full respect, and he told in Punjabi, so girl, be prepared for everything, we will do it, die. And then he accelerated the car, yes, and rushed to the side of the street or road against the bushes or trees. And this momentum, this kidnapper was thrown in front of the car, and he took. He was driving under the gunpoint, and the knife to the wife also. And at this moment, the kidnapper was thrown in front, and he shouted to his wife, "Get out of the car!" And she just also banged on the man, and he took the gun away and the knife, and they both ran out of the car. And at this moment, they had another luck. There was a truck driver approaching from the opposite side, and he saw the lights in the night, that something happened in the car, because it went off the road. And he called the ambulance and police or whatever, and my uncle and aunt, they also saw the truck driver lights, yes, they also rushed towards that lights and to the truck driver, and they could get the help, and he was brought to the hospital immediately after that. And the doctor said, my God, because he was bleeding all the time. Imagine that, you are driving, you are bleeding, and you have to have the presence of mind. And he lost a lot of blood. The doctor said it was the last minute that then he was saved. And for his bravery, I must say that the way he acted and the way he saved his wife, his family, and the children at the home, yes? Can you imagine that? What an bravery act, I must say that, yes? This is what impressed me so much, because during this period, I must tell you one thing, then in year 88, I met the High Commissioner of that time, Mr. Ajmani, in Frankfurt. Luckily, what a coincidence, yes? I was sitting with my wife in a restaurant, and this ambassador, he was ambassador to Germany at that time, and he sitting, I saw the man watching me all the time, and then he came to me and said, do you have any your relatives in Australia? Yes, I said, yes, yes. And then we came to the discussion of this Col Iqbal Singh. What imagination. He says that time he told me the story of my uncle, how bravely they fought for that, and the ambassador Ajmani was full of praises for him. Yes, he had so much, and for his wife, they say, what a couple, what a fantastic couple they had this time. And during his whole foreign services period, he says, Colonel Iqbal and Mrs. Iqbal, one of the best experience he could have. Yes, this is a beautiful story, and I have full of, I must say that, he is no more here today, but he is no more with us, but his wife is there and children are there. We are all proud of him and his family, and we wish rest in peace, Colonel Iqbal, and best of luck to his family, to his wife. I hope this can give us some motivation, and next time, never, never, ever give up. Fight till you, yeah? चले हम वतन साथियों, ए हमारे वतन साथियों.